Hi, welcome everyone. Here in this video, we will discuss what are the possible career options after graduation. It is more often happens in almost with everyone that we lost our directions. We lost the way we are trying to go. And with that unclear vision, we just ended up with something that we do not do by choice but by chance. There are millions of ways and opportunities might be waiting for us, and that defines our career path. But what we really want to do with our rest of the life might be you ended up with something that is really different to your field, but at least at this point, you must have a very clear vision. At this stage, just calm your mind and take a little break to think. Don't think what is looking good to you, but what really suits you. Okay, suppose you have done your bachelor's in engineering. Now let's see what are the possible career options. Finding a job in industry for at least 2 years. Thinking to initiate a startup. Finding scholarships for masters from abroad. Getting admission in higher studies in home country along with part-time job. Or joining academics as teacher or research assistant. Okay, the very first is to get a job. Getting an industrial job. Suppose if you get a job within a year, then you must have to gain a 2 years industrial experience. After that, you have two options. Either to switch to another organization, a bigger organization, where you can gain 2 to 5 years more industrial experience. Okay, if we go more into this field, suppose you are still doing a job, then you might become the head of the department or the director of that organization, or nothing but with a good amount of salary. Then you have enough experience and capital to initiate your own business, your own startup. Or the second option is to go for masters followed by PhD. Then you can switch to another organization or academics, a bigger organization, or instead of switching to another organization, you can start your own venture. Secondly, if you are not getting a job within a year, well, this situation, many of my friends have faced this situation. So if you're not getting a job within a year, then you have so many options, either to go for higher studies for masters, PhD. So if you plan to go for higher studies from abroad, this will take 1 more year. So if you're not going for higher studies, then you have an option to do some short courses, a skills level short courses. Like 3D modeling, rendering, etc., or SolidWorks PLC based courses that will benefit you in the future. Or start some kind of part-time job or part-time work like teaching, tuitions, blogging, freelancing, and volunteer work, etc. This whole will take 2 years, and then you will get a job or go for higher studies, or you can become a skills professional. So it is the same as 2 years, getting a 2 years industrial experience or 2 years in experiment with yourself. Second is initiating a startup. At this stage, you'll face these 3 hurdles: the society pressure, no initial investment, and no experience. Suppose you have gone through all these 3 steps. Now you have to go to do some market research. Market research related to your field, related to your product. Market research in your area. And then you have to choose a business model. For initiating a startup, there is a business model. There is an affiliate business. Now you have no money. You stand between the seller and buyer. Find the targeted sellers, the sellers that belongs to your product, and connect with the buyers and get your capital. And that capital, and with that capital, you can initiate your own company, your own startup. That is the investment for your startup. And the one thing that needs to be focused is find the most strong products, the products that will give you enough money to initiate your own startup. And then you have enough experience, not enough, but at least you have experience plus initial investment and industrial legs. For this, you have 2 years time plus money plus your luck to be successful. If your startup fails within 2 years, then you have an option to go for higher studies for masters. And then to get a job, an industrial job or academics, or might you come up with some great idea to initiate a startup again. If you plan for higher studies from abroad or to get a scholarship, there is a serious recommendation for you start finding admissions or scholarships in the last year of your graduation, because this whole process will take 1 year, almost 1 year. If you're going for masters, then you need 1 year plus tuition fee and other expenses. After masters, you can join industry, academics, industry as an advisor, or you can start your own business. For getting scholarship, you need 1 year plus strong motivation of study, recommendations, and of course academic excellence. Another good option is to go for masters and PhD in the same country along with part-time job. It could be academic teaching, research, or any kind of freelance work. After that, you can get an industrial job or you can join academics. Another good option is job along with part-time masters and PhD. In the same time, you can gain industrial experience plus you can complete your higher studies. The last one is research assistant and or teaching. If you are doing research with your professor or a fellow group, there are so many opportunities for you. Like easy to get admissions and scholarships, and you can publish your paper, you can publish your work, you can gain a professional and international exposure. And after masters and PhD, you can join academics and or industry. And if you are going for teaching along with masters, there is a strong possibility that you will join academics or you can join industry. So these are the possible career options, but not limited to this, because there are infinite possibilities. So the end result is life is unexpected. Might you become an inventor, a successful entrepreneur, a business tycoon, a researcher, or a famous organization CEO. a scientist. So whatever it is, just be aim oriented.